About the three P's. The three P's tonight: providing, protecting, or pretending. That's what we talking about tonight. And this here is kind of for the fellas. This is kind of for the fellas more than anything. Are you providing? Are you really providing? Are you really protecting? Or are you just pretending? And by that I mean, for men, we are really simple and literal, right? Because we're simple and literal, we take things at face value as men. That's what happens. So when people talk about providing, when the word providing comes up, most men immediately go straight to money. That's what we think about. When we talk about women, the dynamics of relationships, they go to money. We think cash. Okay, providing for a woman is I'm gonna pay all the bills. I'm gonna pay most of the bills. That's what men generally think when we hear the word providing. So a lot of men, especially like back in the day when you talk about the traditional type of guy, that's really what they did. They just provided for the house and then they really didn't do a whole lot after that. For like the woman, I mean, like catering to the woman, like type of thing. They didn't really do that. And the same thing is true when you talk about protecting. For men, we're literal and we're simple. So when we hear protecting, the first thing we think about is physically protecting because we men. That's the first thing that come to mind. Can't nobody talk crazy to my lady. Can't nobody do this or that to my lady. I knock dude out if he did this or he did that. All the while, we ain't thinking about protecting your woman when it comes to emotional things or mental things or spiritual things, if you into that. When a man hear protection, he thinking of physical pretty much all the time. And that's one thing as men, we have to consider everything as a whole because it's more to protection and providing than just money and fighting or being able to fight. It's more to it than that. That's why we have to understand the role that we sign up for, because you have to understand women, and women are far more emotional than we are. We know that as men, we know it. It ain't like we don't know. And because women are more emotional than we are, we have to not only just protect them physically, we got to protect them emotionally, right? We have to protect them emotionally and mentally. And a lot of dudes don't do that. And I hear this a lot on social media because women got a lot of complaints about social media and different things. They send me these DMs, and that's what sparked this whole conversation about they do being under some chick pictures with hard eyes and these here flirtatious comments and all this other stuff, asking me, do you think he doing this or he doing that? And I'm like, this is a part of protection that men don't consider. Now, he might not be cheating, but her seeing that causes mental instability. She don't feel safe. She don't feel safe. She don't feel emotionally safe because of the things that you do that cause her to look silly. She don't feel safe. And again, we got to get out the mindset that protection is all physical, because it's not. We won't let nobody come up to our girl and talk crazy to her or physically touch her or anything like that. But what about what we do to mentally harm her? Not physically, but mentally harm her with our actions and what we do. We have to pay that stuff some attention. As the leaders, as the protectors, as the providers, we have to pay that stuff some attention. Because women are, sorry about that. Because again, women are more emotional. Women feel certain types of ways. And as a man, that's the job you signing up for. Is to be her protector, not just physically. Not putting your lady in certain situations to embarrass her or look stupid out here. And ladies, I ain't talking about y'all tripping about stuff either. Just stuff that don't matter. Like, don't be overly emotional. But, you know, as men, we just don't consider that. And then when we talking about, you know, providing, a lot of men only talk about the financial part of it, which is a major part. Don't get me wrong. The financial part and the physical part of protection are major parts, but there are other parts to this that make a woman feel safe and secure. And when you make your woman feel safe and secure with other parts of provision and protection, it allows other parts of her to cultivate and grow within the relationship. That's what it do. That's why I talk about a woman showing up to a relationship with a man in her feminine, being submissive, being receiving, being affectionate, being loyal, having integrity, and all these other things. Like, a man operating in that real providing space and the protecting space cultivates those things even more. So it enhances a woman's femininity. It enhances her submission. She should already come with it now. She should already have a submissive attitude when she get there. She should already be feminine when she get there. But it makes it grow. It cultivates those things so she comes out with more submission to you and where you want to go and trust in you, because you're not just protecting her physically. You're protecting her mentally, emotionally. And if y'all believe in anything spiritual, you praying with her, you protecting her spiritually. Like, all that stuff make a woman feel safe. Not just the physical part. And then on top of that, you're providing financially however you can provide as a man, depending on, you know, what you make and what y'all decide and all those things. So you're providing financially to whatever you can do. And then you providing structure. You providing guidance. You providing leadership. You providing protection of the household, safety. You providing discipline for kids. You're prioritizing the things that you should prioritize. You're not prioritizing yourself. So she sees you providing other things, logical decision making for the home. She see you and feel you providing other things outside of money. That causes her, again, those traits in her that you saw. It causes those things to grow and cultivate and put them into you. And then what that does is it cultivates your masculinity, your leadership, your provision, your protection as a man, because she trusts you with her life. She trusts you and y'all family, be it a family that you all created or a family that y'all brought together. She trusts you with her life because of the way you are providing, the way you are protecting. It makes her feel safe. And that helps you grow as a man. Just like you help her grow and cultivate that femininity helps you grow and cultivate your masculinity as a man and the different things that you do. But it starts with you as the man, because you are the leader. When you step into a woman's life, you telling her daddy, you telling her uncles, you telling her brothers, I got it. That's what you're doing. Because before, her daddy was leading her. Her daddy was leading her. Now you in the picture. What you gonna do? Trell, what up? That's why you gotta have more to your repertoire. You gotta have more things to your repertoire than just physical protection and financial provision. You do.